Alright, so now in this new part 6 of our course, we are going to continue the improvement of our application, of our SAS, our audience attention measurement tool. And here I'm going to create again an account. It will be pierre@henry.email, and then my password will be it will just be my email address actually. Let's make it easy. And that's our dashboard so far. The backend and the frontend both are running. If we go, where are they running? I think it's in VS Code. Yes. So if we look in our terminal, that was the command npm run dev, and npm run dev, what it does, if we look in the package notation of the root folder, so not the ones from packages, SDK, packages, dashboard, or the API one, but the main one, it will run all of the 3 repositories. I mean, it's not really repositories, but packages all at once, thanks to the concurrently component. And concurrency component is really good. We spoke about it previously in an earlier video, but if we look here, it's really handy if you want to use it. On part 2 or part 3, I already mentioned that one. Yes, and so thanks to it, we can easily run multiple packages. We can do it by ourselves too, but using a package just make it cleaner. Run multiple commands. So it's not, of course, only like applications. It's just about the amount of commands you would like to run, and thanks to it, you can run multiple commands concurrently, which this is what we want in our case for running our front end and back end. It's just easier. It's not needed, it's just easier. Okay, so let's see here. The new features I want to add is to have something in real time. So to show, also that one, by the way, the setup guide doesn't work. That will be something also we need to look at. Set show onboarding. Yeah, looks like that one doesn't work. If I select that for the context, the setup guides button doesn't work. But now in this part, we will really focus on new features, and probably new features would be first a real-time data. How we can show in real-time data. Add real-time data audience to help in the preneurs. So solopreneurs, let's do solopreneurs and freelancers to attract more traffic, help them with their marketing strategy, thanks to showing super relevant and accurate data about attention. Like attention is like you are in New York City, for instance. New York City, it would be, what would it be? New York City, you would be in the square, what's the name again? I've never been to New York, so main square, what was the name again? Times Square, of course. Times Square. You are in Times Square, you have ads everywhere, and you are like where your attention is, everywhere. And you want your ad to be seen and not the others. And on the web, it's a bit the same. The web is like Times Square. Or when you do research on ChatGPT, on Claude, you have links, websites. How yours can be prioritized over others, like why others would be prioritized and not yours, and how you can have your business being shown first instead of others. Like in Times Square, you would basically bid, like you would pay more money to be on the biggest ads, and the smaller ads are the ones who paid. Yeah, the companies that paid less money. And it's about who bids more, about the amount of money you would spend to. Yeah, and as you can see, Times Square, it's just about ads. And that's why it's a really good example, because you want to be that one or that one, and not the tiny one. In Tokyo too, you have a lot of ads, and you want to be the first one people would see. And so in the results, it has to be the same. You want to be, we want the tool, we want this tool to help them to know how they can be seen with the adequate marketing strategy specifically for the business niche, which is not easy. Something like novel, but possible. Yeah, novel, but possible. Novel, oops, my bad. Marketing. Yes, that's the one. Okay, novel. Something like novel, marketing, doable, and possible. And let's see, this prompt is definitely not one I would recommend, but now we want to be bold, we want to do something a bit wild, and we want to see if we get anything good here. Oh yeah, let's see the button. Now this setup guide button should have been fixed. So time to, like showtime, time to see what it does. Oh, it's still not doing, oh, okay. Oh, now it's working. It shows our onboarding. I've shown you that one. I've shown you these models of the onboarding on the previous part 5 of this course. But the button didn't work. And now it does work, which is really good news. That's nice. We can already commit that. Oh, that's not the right. It wasn't the right project. This one, yes, that's our project, the audience attention measurement system. And here, not here, not here. Ah, that was a fix. And yeah, onboarding. Yep, learn more about that. Yeah. Okay, so let's generate a commit message here. Fix, reset onboarding completion status. Yeah, beautiful. Have one commit here. That's nice. I can have a look here with the arrows. Yeah, lovely. And now we are just waiting for this to finish. It might take a little bit of time because this one is a bit more complex, but that's fine. Like, I'm very excited to see what we will get here. And we want just the best of the best. La crème de la crème. And is marketing component best for that? Maybe not actually. I was on the marketing page, but probably I should have included the whole project instead. Let's see, otherwise we can redo it. Yeah, we can always do that. Okay, yes. So, oh, it has finished. Let's see this. So yes, we have to test these changes. I wonder, probably we'll have to reprompt to be sure it is exactly what we want, because it might not, the marketing component might not be the right place. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to set here, send with source code, with code base, and here I'm going to close that, and you will see. I'm going to close all of the tabs, all of them, all. Perfect. So now all tabs are, oops. Now I have even closed Visual Studio Code, that's okay. So I'm going to reopen our project. Our project is in code, Audience Attention Measurement System. And then here we have nothing open, and I'm going to edit this one so it will rewrite the previous change. You will see.
I'm going to do with Codebase, and normally it asks you, or would you like, oh, maybe the changes will still be there actually because VS Code got closed. Yeah, but we can always cancel the last changes from there. That was the last changes. And yeah, I'm going to do this for now to erase them. So now we don't have any changes in marketing.tsx, because by doing that git checkout, so that's an aliases. I mean, it's two aliases. So G is for git and ch is for checkout. So a git checkout for you, it might be like this, because in my case I do have this shrc, I have this alias, and then inside of my git config I have, if we look at alias section, I do have ch for checkout. You can see here ch for checkout. Okay, and now I had actually, in the meantime, I wrote another prompt for after, and the other prompt is this one. Oh, sorry, it's not that one. That's the next prompt. So once this is done and once it is what we want, we will ask also to translate our SaaS, our service, into different languages. English by default, but also French, Italian, Portuguese, German, Spanish, Japanese, and Korean. And the beauty of using AI is that it will translate for us. We don't have to use a third-party service, or we don't have to ask a professional translator to translate our website. Previously, like back 5 years ago, we would have had to ask a professional translator to translate our website to Spanish, Japanese, Korean, and the same even just like 3 years ago, we would still have to ask a third-party service to translate our website. Now it will be all done by the agent, which is really beautiful and really handy too. We just need to wait here. You see, here it's still marketing components. Yes, for any average time and the bounce rate. Okay, we just need to wait and we will see the result. The outcome is what we expect to have. I'm also looking if our server is still running. Let's have a look. Oh, that's my channel. I'm going to commit, and here no. Let's run our server, npm run dev, and now our server will be running. Lovely. And I'm going back to VS Code. Alright, so now the prompt has finished and we can see the changes. Let's see, import. Then this one, we do have a fetch live audience. I wonder where that endpoint will be defined. We call this endpoint, yes. And then after we have a kind of table, but it's with, yes, it's a kind of table with Tailwind. And let's see how it renders. And then after, that's all. So what I'm going to ask about the live audience. Where does it come from? Where the marketing for such live audience, and then it will be project ID comes from. Where is it defined in the API? Because I don't see. It doesn't look like it's been defined in our API yet. Yeah, that's interesting. Maybe it is, but I haven't. I don't think it is actually. Campaigns. Let's see for that one. Yes, you see campaigns. That one is defined in our API in root/marketing.ts, but not for the live audience. Live audience should be defined here too. Yeah, and then after we'll be able to translate our website, and that will be exciting, super exciting. But first we want something to work correctly, and we want something more advanced for our service, because we want to build the best audience attention measurement product ever, to really help independents on the web and freelancers to increase their revenue by having more, and more importantly better customers, better clients, to have bigger clients, the high ticket clients. And that's really what we want. High ticket clients are not everywhere. We have to look for them specifically, and having their attention to use our service, the service of that specific freelancer, it's very crucial. So now we have the endpoints. You see, it forgot to specify the endpoints. Let me search where, and indeed I can see that Marketer endpoint does not exist in the backend. Yeah, it didn't exist. New API endpoints, perfect. So we have it now. That's good. Is the API endpoint fully? I will go back here. Is the API endpoint fully working as expected? And then I will ask at real-time data audience. Yeah, I will send the prompt there from earlier, from where I was at home. I know here where I am it's a bit noisy. I do apologize, my apologies, but yeah, it's a bit noisy here. Alright, so now we just need to wait to be sure this is what we want, and then we can test this. Our API is now running, our service, live audience. Okay, and we can have a look actually where it's running, how it calls our API. If we go to network, that's the one. In network, you see it calls API /marketing/live audience, and then we have the UUID. UUID, it's a really good way to use a UUID instead of a incremental ID. You have UUID and GUID, which is kind of the same. And yeah, that's a get one. That one, I can call that one to have a look. Oh, of course, that's good. We need to be authenticated. We need the bearer token to be specified. Otherwise, it will be dangerous if the user doesn't have to be logged in to retrieve the resource that is supposed to be only for that user. Perfect. General on social media. Yeah. All right. And that setup guide, that's working. Here, what we get there. I will disable cache by ticking this option. I'm going to start again. It's off. Yes, that's what we want. Project. Alright. We can just select, where is it? Piece of log, I don't want that one. Yeah, this one. Just to see the calls to the API. So you have to select only fetch, etc., which is like Ajax and fetch requests, and you would see only the request towards an API. In our case, it's our API. And now we are checking back here. It's still working. It's a little bit slow. I believe it's because my Wi-Fi is a bit slow, but we are getting there. We can test for any other changes we want. Nice. Now this is finished, and as we can see, we are very close because it checked everything for the backend live audience project ID that was done, and then for the front-end dashboard as well in Marketing TSX, that has been done as well. And it even mentions, I mean, this is not necessary, I mean, it's not needed, but as optional, it was saying, okay, business value for solopreneurs instead of you had 1,000 visitors. I mean, it's just like a summary to show that it understood correctly what we wanted. And lastly, it mentioned to us the files, the modified files. That's for the date. And it's not used in the library for date formatting. That's fine. There are plenty of JavaScript libraries to format the dates very nicely and very easily, but we can do that later on. And then marketing.tsx, that's the changes, and that one is just a summary of what has been done. That one we can delete for now. I will keep this, we will test that, and now we will see how we can also translate our website, like what I said earlier, into English, French, Italian. You can change the languages too. This is just languages I wanted. I think those languages, I mean, having our website translated into these languages it's a very good idea because they are widely spoken. And if you want to cover Europe, South America and Asia, these are the best ones. You could also include Chinese and Russian if you wish to, and then you'd cover almost like 90% of the world. But just by English, French, Italian, Portuguese, German, Spanish, Japanese and Korean, you would cover Europe, almost everywhere in Europe except Scandinavian countries where they speak English very well. Same in Asia, like we have other countries of course, but the other countries might also speak quite well English. In Denmark, in Finland, in Sweden, they speak very well English too. And Latin America, Spanish, Portuguese. And then in Japanese, Korean, usually in Japan and in Korea, people don't speak English well at all, so that's quite needed. In the Philippines, everybody speaks English so well. We could include like Bali, Indonesia, and Malaysia. Indonesia, Malaysia, they do speak English, but not as well as other countries. But that's okay. Like it's more niched, I would say, because people would still speak better English than in Korea or Japan, I would say. It depends in what area, of course. Like you have the touristic areas like Bali, where everybody there speaks English. Same in Thailand, we could translate our website to Thai, but people speak English quite well in Thailand, especially in the touristic areas. And then in India also people normally speak very well English. And in India they have like over 30 different languages, so it would be quite hard. I know we have Hindi, but there are so many other languages too there. But we just need to wait this to finish, and we will be probably done for this session, and then I will see you in part number 7. So exciting! You see now, it's nearly there. And I18N, it stands for internationalization because it's 18 characters. I18N. Yes, my internet is slow, as you can see, but I18N, internationalization. Yeah. Alright, so let's wait for this one to finish. And we can also have a look again to our SAS here. There will be some other changes and enhancements we will be doing later on to have the perfect attention measurement SAS ever. Yes, my internet is so slow. It's like a turtle. Alright, action plan. Yeah, that's nice. So we have to learn about marketing intelligence. Yeah, that's good too. If I do add a new project there, PL7, ME, https://pl7.me, my website where I share my freelance services. Perfect. We can have a look here. I18N, see, it stands for internationalization. and it's a process of designing and developing software so it can be adapted for different languages, different regions and cultures without requiring engineering changes. Nice. Now we do allow here for installing. We have the React i18n next, but we don't. Oh yeah, it sounds like React. It sounds like Next.js, but I believe it's nothing to do with Next.js. Let's have a look. This will. Okie dokie. We continue there. It's powerful. React native. Okay. Oh yeah, that's all good. Just because of the Next, I got a little bit confused if it was only a component designed for Next.js, but no, it's not. That package is perfect for us, and now it's starting to translate like files for us, and we will have our app fully translated in the desired languages. We now have translation.json files for English. This is EN is for English, and then we have FR for French, FR, IT for Italian, PT for Portuguese, and so on. And it's now translating German and Spanish. And this is quite nice. That's JSON files. I remember before, for one previous software, I was using gettext because that was the best at that time for my software PL7 CMS, PL7 Builder. Oh, I have an issue with the and it was gettext, and so I was using POEdit with gettext for PL7 Builder. I mean, before the name was PL7 Builder CMS, and then after we named the software into PL7 Builder as a full open source social dating web app builder. And it was with PHP. Everything had been written by PHP from scratch by myself for the last 12 years. And I was still a student studying computer science, my bachelor in computer science. And gettext was the best at that time. It's native, it's compiled very fast. And I believe still nowadays, it's still one of the best. But JSON is a bit simpler to translate, let's say. Simpler, and it's nearly as fast as gettext. So the pro seconds are like the same, and because JSON is easier, JSON would win. You can also translate into like an array JSON, or it could be XML files. It really depends what you prefer. But in our case, I believe the package React i18 Next, we can also use probably gettext and XML files. We can have a look later on what kind of files it does support. Here we can mention, yes, what kind of translation files it supports. Gettext, XML, like YAML, and we can see here, yes, it does support JSON as a default one, and the most recommended format. Then JavaScript, TypeScript can also be used as a object, like this one when we export default an object, for instance, and then there are custom formats. However, I was a bit surprised, but gettext is not apparently supported, and that's an interesting one. They even suggest to convert a PO, because PO is like, MO is the compiled file, and PO is the default file to edit a website with gettext. So we have PO, and then we use a tool like POEdit to compile into a MO file, POEdit, that one. And yeah, so it says that it doesn't natively support it. But yeah, anyways, in our case, we will stick with a JSON format, gettext. I will just quickly look on Google. Yes. That's all good. We continue here, and you see now it does the last few translations. As you allow here, we can see that also French, so it's continuing. And is this Portuguese? Let's see. That's Spanish, Espanol, and that's probably Japanese. Yes, it is Japanese, and that's Korean. And yes, it's Korean indeed. we are now normally all set. Oh, that's really exciting actually, to have our website being translated. And now we need to allow this one for the marketing check exact characters in the file. Oh, that's good. It's a sanity check, basically. That will be really good. I'm going to eat a snack now. Snack time for you too. If you would like a snack, if you're a bit hungry, you can have like kind of an energy ball or something like that. It's I like it. It's really fresh. It's not the healthiest one to have. It is true, but it's always it's better than like a candy bar, for sure. Okay, so now we have marketing. Yes, we got new translation. It does last checks, and after I can't wait to check that on our still running here. So that's good news. Excellent, no errors. Yes. Now let me create a demonstration document. Okay, why not? It will be a markdown document, I believe, for that. Alright, so let's see what we get. I can also keep this. That's that's a I18NTS file we have. We have a languages switcher component, and then that's a switcher. That's a different language. Oh, here we have nothing. How come? Portuguese. That's interesting. Have you seen the? So German we do, English we do, Spanish we do, French we do, Italian we don't, and Italian. The Italian, or maybe if I do. Oh, okay, now we have it. Oh, okay, good to know. My bad. Maybe it's an issue with what is been saved. Okay, we do actually have it. That's good. If I close this and I reopen, oh, good. Okay, so we have everything. Oh, wait. Do we open it? Oh, okay, no, we do. Only 30. Yeah, it was like this. It sounds like it's empty, but it's not empty. Yeah, 30 lines. Nice. I can't wait to test it on our. I'm on the Comet browser here for doing that. Oh yeah, that was a PH7 project I was speaking about. The PH7 CMS, PH7 builder. That one. Alright, okie dokie, so let's test this. Oh, we can see here, English, ooh. And if I click here, oh, maybe we should show a model because it's hard to navigate. User experience could be better. It's in French, but it doesn't look like it's in French. Oh, wait, it is or not? Oh, it is in French, but not that one is not being translated. So not everything are not all keys are translated. Only a few ones are being translated. Yeah, so there's still some improvements to be done here. Alright, so normally now everything is completed, which is so exciting. Of course, last time I checked, there were some issues when we checked together, and not everything was translated, so we mentioned this. Like we mentioned, the language switcher doesn't fit very well. Right. I will add to the context language switcher. The language switcher isn't fitting very well because it's been cropped. Ideally, it should be in a model to show all available languages. Not all strings are translated either. Not all strings mentioned in React component are translated either. Perfect. So we are close because, as you can see, sorry, that's my my YouTube channel. Alright, so we are close since a little bit. I mean, some are translated. That's not. Oh, this is still in English. That's also still in English. this is in French, that's in French, and that's in English too. Yeah, only this is in French. That's in English too. But we are getting there. And if I do refresh, it's still on the French language, which is nice. It doesn't reset. Yeah, beautiful. So I'm going to close the tab here on Safari. Good. I'm so used to use Safari in the past, so I'm going to remove it from the dock. And now getting used to use Comet. We are getting there more and more, because now the prompt here was finished successfully, and we have more and more strings that are now translated. You can see, yeah, this is still not translated, but if I go here, you see now it's really, the model is really much better, and we get like 50% so far being translated. And I just asked now in the source code that some strings are still not translated. So the other prompt, it kind of ignored me a little bit about translating all of the strings. And this is why I need to insist to say, please translate all strings. But it understood quite well with my screenshot. Where is it? Oh, here. No, it's not there. It's there. It's sometimes a little bit glitchy actually to navigate on the chat. So the screenshot, I understood well what was not right about user experience, and now the user experience is so much better. We can quickly change, and the language persists when we refresh the browser. See, now this is translated too, which is nice. French, yeah. We need some other strings like the ones here I mentioned, but we have a little bit more strings being translated, like temps moyen. If we look for temps moyen here, it's there, and then over each time, if we look at the key being called, is being called here with the T function. So it's really good. The T function, it reminds me with getText. I created such a similar function in my CMS PH7 builder, because with getText by default the function is like underscore underscore, and it's not really the most friendly name, underscore underscore. So in my PH7 CMS I did the same T function. The name of the function is T. It's short, and T for translation, it makes sense. Yeah, it looks really nice, and I like because we have 8 languages, so it fits very well on this model. And now we need to check is it a SVG? Oh, that's just an emoji. Oh yeah, it's just an emoji. So how simple is that? Really good. Yeah, and we just need to wait for this one to be finished. But as you can see, the project it's looking really good. We will commit now what has already been done. I will go to the root folder here. And we have, that's a package here because we installed our i18n next package, and then I do yes. Initialize, and maybe I will remove that comment. It's a little bit redundant, because otherwise why we don't have such a similar comment here, then we could do, you know, layout. But no, that doesn't really make much sense. It doesn't make sense, so I will remove that comment. Still quite often AI would add redundant comments. You have to be aware of this, and it's just redundant, so it might even be more confusing than, you know, yeah. And after we may forget, if we do refactoring, to remove the comment. Alright. And yeah, that's pretty much it. That one also is being translated. I can generate a commit message. Add live audience inside endpoint. And the translation, oh, it doesn't. It's not about the, it doesn't speak about the translation. And translation support. Perfect. Okie dokie. So we have to add this file, this folder, this one as well. And then, yeah, I think that's pretty much it. This one is only for a test. Yeah. I can generate another commit message now. Lovely. I will only edit the commit message to do add, yeah, label switcher. Perfect. Okie dokie, that looks good. And this one might be a little bit slow. It's getting there. It's getting there, and we can keep looking and testing. But you see, like it's not that responsive. I mean, our design is responsive, but not the text. So we may have to fix that. The text is overlapping the container. Need improvements for the stats. Maybe we shouldn't show that. It doesn't look very user friendly. It might be scary actually for the user. Might be not very user friendly to show this message, and that's on the marketing page. Oh wait, you can show there on marketing page. Yes. Okay, so cool. Now it has translated a few more strings. I believe we still have more strings to translate, but that's fine. We will do it like over time, like step by step. A few more strings, and we will get there. Because this one at least is being translated now, but you see like that one are not translated. But we will translate over time, and the onboarding as well is not, translation is not happening yet. Oh, it's random text? Oh no, oh, it changed to build momentum. Alright, so we are going to go in there and marketing TSX. Yeah, so that's more user friendly. I like that. I will commit these changes. I will generate a commit message for that. Lovely, like this. And now what else we need to do? Yeah, that looks nice, looks nice. All of this. And what if we delete here? Is it, oh, that's still in English. Yeah, and this one also, oh no, that was me, so that's fine. But I will also mention here some strings are not translated, like that one, these ones, and that's in what page it is in project. Yeah. Okie dokie. Right, so that's, we are getting there. And about the live endpoint, I need to check some marketing live audience. Here, that was our endpoint. Yeah, live audience fallback. Keep showing there, okay. And then fetch live audience. Yeah, we still have some few changes to, like, a few improvements, but that's what makes a project very exciting. The more changes and the more things we can add will make, of course, our project super exciting, and that's the beauty of what we do. Perfect. And then I will also commit in the screenshot these files. I will open first in assets media. Oops, open assets media. Oh yeah, I made a typo. Open. Perfect. And we'll add the new ones. Add assets media. Lovely. I will be sure that we optimize the images with image optim, and then it's still searching in the code base. Of course, when you select code base, it's a little bit slow because our code base now is quite significant. We have a lot of files. We can already remove irrelevant files, like this one I will remove as well. This one. I can select multiple files by pressing Command key. This one. Oh, there was a mono. Let me check the mono repo and hosting. Oh yeah, that was for the packages. Yeah, maybe. Oh, and that one. Maybe that one we'll keep. And marketing quick start. Where is it? I will keep that one. Yeah. let's keep that one. Oops. Marketing quick start. Is it needed, that one? Not sure. We need to see if we want that one or not. Yeah. We can already keep adding our screenshots. Now image shop team, oh, it's not done yet. Perfect, perfect. And now here it's continuing the translation. For projects, oh yes, nice. We have one object per page. The marketing page, the projects page, the onboarding page. Yeah, that's nice. It's quite neat, and at least it's good to have distinct objects per page. Okay. And that's our hook, our use translation hook from the React i18 and next. Lovely. Now let me translate the view dashboard button and string yes please. Okay. Now I will already click in the bin, probably. I will do that. Alright, I had some, I was eating a bit my energy balls, and so now I put the packaging inside of my pocket so I don't forget. Perfect. And now project. Yeah, we are nearly there. Now my time box is ending. That's why I start packing my stuff, because I work on time box, you know. It's a really good productive tool I'm using. Actually, I can show it to you. I have a book about time boxing. Yes, very exciting. All right. Where are we now? It's working for the translation JSON. Which one is that one? That's a French one. Yes. Okie. And now, oh yeah, it's doing again new strings for the project. It hasn't finished yet. Yeah, we can already start testing here. Oh, you see now, this one is being translated, and that one too. Wow. How exciting! And this one, gérer vos projets de suivi. Wow! Êtes-vous sûr de vouloir supprimer ce projet? Lovely. Only cancel it. Okay, that's part of your computer. So if my computer is in French, it will be translated to in French. Yeah, it looks like it's working. We are nearly there for this part 6, and I will see you in part 7 of the video. So many things we are doing, such a beautiful project. Nice. And that one, yeah. You see, like the agent might take some time, but it's normal. And now, excellent, project page is completed. We can have a look here. Oh, I will check on image of team, that's done too. So I'm going to add this, update image screenshot assets, and now that's the new changes. You see, so no, that's what I deleted. Okay, I will use the UI here. It will be simpler. Okay, so we add this, we do add that too. That's the English translation. We add that one too. That's a Spanish translation. That's a French translation. Yes, the one we are currently on here. Beautiful. And even there, créer, it means created. You see. That one we add, and that's the Italian translation. That one Japanese. That one is a Korean one. That one is the Portuguese. And then because the React i18 next, so the project component was not being translated at all, so we had to import this as well. Yeah, and then that's an alert from there. That one. Okie dokie, and here projects, really nice. So I add this one too, and I can generate my commit message. Beautiful. And so now we have it all done. That's amazing. Yeah, lovely. That was amazing, and I will see you in the next video for keeping improving our project, where we want to have this audience attention measurement project, the best of the best, la crème de la crème, and we are nearly there.